Hello, everyone, and welcome to the MySpace podcast. I'm your host, Miley, and today I will be reviewing the book Love Theoretically by Hazelwood. Let's get into it, shall we? Rating. So I give this book a 6 out of 10. I just didn't like it that much. Just the main character, Elsie, she's really relatable, but she's also a little annoying. And there's just something about her sometimes that just doesn't hit me the right way. And just in general, I didn't really like it. I wasn't a big fan of it, which makes me wonder why I said 6 out of 10. I'm confusing myself now. Oh, I'm so tired. I also had a lot going on while reading this book, so there was just a time when I didn't read for a day. Yeah. We're just gonna keep it where we are right now. Yeah. I'm also tired. POV. It is first person, and it's only from Elsie's point of view. Not Jack. He doesn't have nothing. Not even that blog. Genre. It is adult. It's a romance book. It's STEM. Yeah. The plot / storyline. So this is gonna be kind of sad, because yeah, there's really not a lot I can say, but also, yeah. My throat's all weird today, so that may happen a lot. Elsie, she's an adjunct professor, so basically she's only part-time, not on tenure, which is all time. But she wants to be on tenure. Oh, my throat. You see, I probably sound completely okay, just to myself I don't. So because of her job, she doesn't get a lot of money, and she's also teaching at 3 different schools. So her and her friend Cece rent this horrible apartment, and they're both, I believe, adjunct professors. So also to get money on the side, both of them are on this app where people pay for them to be their fake girlfriends, and that's where she meets Greg, whose older brother is Jack. And now in her professional life, she applies for this job to get it. There's another word to say, but this job is basically a tenure job, and she has to go for this 3-part interview. That's where she realized that Jack is on the board that she has to impress, and he's a very big experimental physicist, one that she hates because he ruined a bunch of things for theoretical physicists, because that's what she is. Monica, she is a big theoretical physicist as well, who's on the board, and she really wants Elsie to get the job. That's kind of where things go a little. Back to Jack. So he adores her and is completely just impressed by everything, but he also says that she's not going to get the job, and there is a reason to that, which he does he's trying to tell her that she's not going to get the job, but he does a very bad job at it. And so when things go down and happen, he tells her, he tells her everything. And from there, they get closer and start hanging out more. And then she gets angry at him when she realizes something that he's been keeping from her. It's a big thing that has literally affected her life in the present. So she goes off on him, which is really outside of character because she's a complete people pleaser. And that whole like her being angry at him and yelling at him opens his eyes to something that he should have done a long time ago. And then they make up. Because of he did something that he should have done what he should have done a long time ago. And yeah, like I wish she would have put more fight into it. It's like against her character, but also like her character was kind of weird, honestly. Like she was a people pleaser and whatnot, but also they're just it needed to go more into why, because I think that's what's hitting me wrong. Like she's like you know why, but it's just something was off about her character, like something was missing. Yeah. For characters, we're only gonna do Elsie and Jack, and honestly, they're really small because I didn't know what to say about them. So Elsie, she's a theoretical physicist, a world-class people pleaser. Like she is amazing at reading people, and she changes herself to be someone that they'll like. And really, that's all because of her parents and her not wanting to put more things onto them. Because like they wanted an easy child because her brothers aren't easy, and she's a diabetic, so she's not that easy child anymore that her parents really wanted, and that made her because of that made her want to continue being that easy child, you know. So that's how that happened. Probably more I could say, but yeah, so she's been a people pleaser for like all her life, and her whole character arc is basically how she's never fought for anything in her whole life, and then she becomes somebody who will fight for what she wants. But it's all really just, I don't think it works well together. Like it didn't flow. I really think that's part of the reason why I just didn't like it that much. And it's really hard to say that. So Jack, he sees her, understands her, like he knows that she what's the word? That she changes herself she changes herself. He knows that he can see it. He admires her. He doesn't allow her to see him, so she knows like nothing about him. But she knows everything. He knows everything about her. So that's a little thing. He liked her since he first saw her, even though she was dating his brother. He didn't know that it was that. He's an experimental physicist. There's not a lot to say about him either. He's just closed off. Yeah. And then also another thing with this book is once they do it once, there's a whole like the next 3 chapters of them just doing it, just so you're all aware. If that annoys you, because it annoys me. I'm like, get back to the plot, please. This isn't what I read this book for. Thank you. And also, those scenes were just really awkward for me. I don't know. Yeah, those scenes in this book were just awkward. It didn't really go. This book is completely different from like her other books. It seems like it's just not on the same level. So yeah, and also, and it's not, and it's the between this book and the other book that other Ella Hazelwood book I didn't like, they're like completely different reasons why I don't like the books, I think. So yeah. Spoilers. Let's just go to spoilers. Can never explain the reasons why I don't like something. It's really hard. I just like go out and say something that's kind of weird, but like who cares? Okay. So this is really just going to be all about the ending and what Jack had did. the thing that he did that almost ruined their relationship. So he wrote this article that that he published, that he got published in a theoretical physicist journal. And it's a whole fake article, and when it got brought out as fake, it ruined theoretical physicists' lives because it shortened funding, lessened funding for them, and blah 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 blah. Like, it just completely hurt them, and also hurt somebody else. So I don't know his name. I don't know how to say his name, but it hurt the mentor. That's what we're gonna call him. So he was the chief editor of the paper, and when it came out as false, his just career was kind of ended. Not completely, but he then became the Elsie's mentor. So now the reason why Jack did what he did was because this guy was his biological mother's like mentor, I think, in a way. He wasn't a good person. He like controlled her and everything, and he was the reason why she was basically forced out of academia. And Jack wasn't happy about that, so he wrote that article. And the main purpose was just to hurt that guy, but there was also so many more casualties from that article, and he just did nothing to like fix that. So, and it started the whole experimental versus theoretical physicist debate. Basically, it like kind of, and he became like the poster boy for it. And Elsie, because she's a theoretical physicist, and because the mentor, that guy, took her in as a grad school student when nobody else would, she looks up to him and thinks that she like owes everything to him. So she basically literally just hates Jack because of what he did to all theoretical physicists and to her mentor. So, of course, when Jack finally tells her what that guy did, she gets really angry at him because their whole relationship was based off of having complete honesty with each other, and he didn't have complete honesty with her. Like, he didn't tell her. And so she goes off on him about that because that article hurt way more than one person's life. It hurt her life and a whole bunch of others. And he didn't do anything to like kind of stop that or help it get better. He just let the article take course, and he became that poster boy of experimentalists are better than theorists. So after she yells at him to leave, he ends up writing something that explains what happened, in that he doesn't want people to use him as that poster boy anymore. On this I said poster board, and it's poster boy. So when Elsie sees that article, she's all like, oh my gosh, and goes back to get together with him. I'm like, that's like no fighting on your part. That's what I found annoying. Like, she didn't fight to just like make him do more than just have to write an article that basically apologizes. Like, so that's where I'm at. It was just all, it was, yeah. This book just it wasn't there, and I was really excited to read it. But it's okay. That's it. I don't really have anything else to say, so. I also don't know what I'm going to read next. Probably going to be a romance book. I have a whole lot of books that I need to read from all the Instagram reels that I've got, so I gotta start narrowing that down. I'm at like 100 books on that. It's great. I don't know what I'm gonna read. I need to figure that out, don't I? Anyways, that's that this is gonna be it. There's probably so many things that I've forgot to add and stuff, but yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching and listening, and have a good rest of your day, night, week. month, year, life. Thank you and goodbye.